I kill you.
Oh.
Come on then.
Yeah.
I'm breathing and steering at the same time.
I was always prepared for this. I'm going to give them the change in 10p's and 2p's.
The goods, the bads, and sometimes the uglies. She likes it rough.
Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Taxi Talk. And joining me today, we'll go around. It feels like we're on the set of Loose Women today. And so we're going to have a very frank and candid conversation about females in fleets and taxi driving. So joining me, we have Mr. Lubberman. We have Ashley Butcher, himself a former owner of a taxi fleet and now part of the Take Me group.
Ex-driver.
As well. He's done all sorts of marketing. We've got the lovely Jodie. Jodie, where do you work? Whereabouts are you based? Leicester. And then we have Nettie, who I believe is based here in Loughborough. And then Yanni, you based in Wellingborough. So we've got 3 lovely ladies here. I feel like it's Bananarama, if anyone remembers them. A girl bands from the 80s. So instantly, I'm going to ask you, where's your country of origin? Because I'm loving the
Latvia.
Latvia.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Oh, I love
Brilliant.
that. Could you say, I kill you?
In Latvian.
And yet,
No,
in
in
English
English.
with that accent.
I kill you.
Oh. Come on then.
Please do.
Yeah, I'll get the chainsaw out.
Very James Bond that. Nettie, can you do that as well?
Not like that.
No. Go on. Jodie,
I did
kill
nicely.
I kill you.
you. While stroking a puppy.
I kill you.
While stroking the head of Spider-Man.
Yes. So what I wanted to find out, because obviously you're all private hire drivers, taxi drivers. I'm going to start with you, Jodie. What made you? I mean, there's so many jobs you can do. Multi-talented woman such as yourself. Why drive a cab and drive drunk people around and get in traffic jams and stuff? Why?
Because I like it.
Oh.
So I've done it all. It was my health, really.
Yeah.
My health knocked me back. So it was a job centre that actually asked me if I wanted to be in a female fleet.
Yeah.
And I thought, literally, yeah, no chance,
Yeah.
whatever. Didn't think anything of it. And then spoke with Raj, and then it all went from there. Here I am today.
So with Raj.
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you have any kind of preconceptions of what the job was going to be like? You know? Or?
Not really, no. Because I've seen taxi drivers around, and I thought, well, it can't be that hard. Just go
Driving.
here, go there. Simple.
Everywhere.
And then once I started getting all my jobs through, and it was pretty easy. And it's nice and basic. I know where I'm going.
Do you like driving?
I do.
Obviously, that's key.
I
isn't
do,
it?
yeah.
Put your
Absolutely
tunes
love it.
on.
See, I like my long distances.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got my usual routes, but if it's half terms, they know to send me far.
Yeah.
Do you find women? Do you think women make better drivers?
Oh God, yeah, come on.
Because you can
We are
multitask.
the
can't you?
best.
Yes,
We
we find we're just like that.
Yeah.
I'm breathing and steering at the same time.
Can't multitask, sorry.
Multitask. See?
Of course, we're better drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for yourself, what made you?
Well, I didn't want to work at all. I wanted to retire at 60.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
The government told me when I was 16 that I could.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I've got another 7 years, and I thought, I've had pressured jobs all my life.
Yeah.
So I gave up for 6 months. I thought, what do I want to
What
do?
sort of pressured jobs were you doing?
I did sales mainly.
Yeah, I like this pressured target.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was working for a logistics company, large logistics company, and I was like hub supervisor over it. That was a male environment as well. And I was like about 70 drivers sort of working there, and I was on my day 4 on 4 off, and on my days off I weren't really off because I was
You're still
getting
thinking,
ready.
yeah.
So I come in, I drive, I go home.
And
I start
obviously
early,
you can
I finish
turn off.
early.
Yeah.
And you like driving as well.
I love driving and I love chatting.
Talking, chatting.
You've got to have a good chat though, haven't you?
So have you had any difficult customers?
Do you know, I've worked since August, so it's only 9 months.
Yeah.
and I've had one difficult person in that whole time.
And they're always the ones you remember, though, aren't they?
Yeah, she sort of told me off and where she should be going. And
Oh, one of those backseat drivers.
But
Yeah.
you tell me, and I'll do as you tell me. You know, I'll go whichever way you want me to.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, she was sort of really rude and a sort of charm offensive. And then
Do you think
like,
she was rude because you're a woman?
No, she was rude because we were late.
Oh, yeah. So
Oh,
you've
okay.
already on a
Yeah,
bad
but
foot.
she'd at school time she'd booked a taxi for 8:10 at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Like,
You're not-
and
you've
I
got
was
them-
already dropping
yes.
off at school.
Yeah.
I mean,
Of course,
I'd
it was
already
your
dropped
fault.
somebody else.
Yeah, you got the
And,
bun.
Yes,
So that's where your
Yeah.
customer service skills come in, isn't it?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she did actually
Charm
charm
and
me at
disarm.
the end of it. So
They're the best sponsor as well, aren't they? They're boom, but they give you the tips. Like, thank you.
At the end of it, I bet you were okay at the end of it,
Yeah,
weren't
it's
you?
fine. It's
Good,
fine.
yeah,
But
great.
she's the only person that, and I've like all the young kids that you know that everybody says all the naughty kids, but no.
Yeah.
Good as gold, isn't they?
Yeah.
It's joyous, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when we were doing it, and you know, you could get one person and it's completely different to the other person,
Yeah.
and the next person.
It's great,
It's so
yeah.
varied,
It's
isn't
so-
it?
That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Each journey is a different
It is,
story.
yeah.
And
Yeah, it
you get to hear their life history. And you know instantly whether to shut up or listen or
One
talk
talk,
Exactly,
yeah,
within the
right,
first
yeah.
few seconds.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, so how long have you been doing the job?
9 years.
9
9
years.
years. Wow.
So obviously
Wow,
you
wow.
love it. 9 years is a long time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
So-
long.
In that, and so what made you jump into a taxi in the first place?
Before I was working in warehouse
Mm-hmm.
for 5 years, and then I had offer to be taxi driver. I said, yeah, okay, I will try. Still there.
Is it
Yeah.
in the same area still? Is that
Yeah.
what- yeah.
So you've always
Wow.
worked in Wellingborough.
Yeah.
So you know Wellingborough. You must know every nook and cranny on the street there.
I think yes.
Yeah. Yeah, because 9 years going round the same circuit and things.
Yeah.
You must know everyone in Wellingborough. You must have had them in the back of your cab
really.
at some point. You must have had everyone in the back of your cab. You must know all the gossip, or who's who. And
Yeah. It's problem when I'm going, for example, to town when I'm off, and people, oh, hello, Jana. I even not recognize them.
Oh yeah, because you've
Yes.
only seen.
Yeah, that's right.
But they
Yes.
must be looking at it because most people
Yes.
all they see in the cab is the back of the head, isn't
Yeah.
it? So
Yeah,
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're obviously
yeah.
making the impression because they know your face and everything.
Right, yeah, yeah.
But I can't remember all customers. you know.
No, of
Yeah.
course.
So in your 9 years, what was the worst experience you had as a driver?
Doing an interview.
I think so.
Yeah. We can turn that around to the best experience.
Best experience when people giving you a tip.
Yeah, yeah. I used to always tell them it was my birthday every single trip. You know?
Just so you can get the tip.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm working on my birthday. I've got 4 kids to feed.
Don't you find it nice though, because you obviously you're yourself and people warm to you, and you wouldn't tip a bus driver, would you? Because
Yeah.
you know you're there, and you don't expect a tip, but it's just if you're on that person's level and you'll make them feel comfortable, and it's nice, and that's what the feedback we get. You know, that's why we ask for every job to get feedback on, so we can always see the goods, you know, the bads, and sometimes the uglies.
So, talking about tips, I thought about this driving. So in the old days, people had coins and change and cash on them. It was a lot easier. It's like, there's a tenner, the fare's £8, keep the change. With digital technology and everyone using, I don't know, watches,
Yeah.
are tips becoming less and less because people don't have physical cash on them?
Yes.
You're finding your
Yes.
tip levels are going down.
I don't get that many because most of mine are account customers, so
Yeah.
if they're
Yes,
not paying for
yeah.
the trip, they're not likely to give you any money for taking them, are they? So
Yeah. I mean, there is obviously facilities on the apps and things, but I sometimes think people forget it's there.
Yeah.
There. When you had change in your pocket, it
Yeah.
was a lot easier to go, well, I don't want any change back because no one likes change round. So,
yeah.
you know, people round up fares, don't they, and say keep the thing. So,
Oh, you
Mostly
find it-
the elderly. They're the ones that tip the
Yes.
give the tips because
Yeah.
they've always got cash.
Yes.
Because they're not with the kind of generation
Yeah.
now. Whereas the younger ones, they not necessarily give the tip because it's just.
Do you find the tips on the back of the headrest?
Shut up.
You know, the QR code on the back of the headrest of your cars. Do people give you the tips through those?
I've had one do it.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
But again, it's like Nettie, I mostly do account
Yes,
work.
yes.
So because their trip's already paid for,
Yes.
most of them don't bring extra money with them. Some of them would, but majority of them don't.
If it was me, no matter who's doing it, if the service is good,
Yeah.
I'd tip them no matter what.
I've had quite a few. I've been with the company a year now,
Yes,
and
yeah.
the first about 6 months I've got quite a lot, but then it just kind of died down a bit because everything's rising.
Yeah. People are thinking that.
So
the price
a
is
lot of
down.
people have cut back.
I had once, it was here in Loughborough, Chinese students used to be bad to it. So they'd do a very quick £5 journey from, I don't know, campus to the station. It's probably a tenner now. But they'd give you a £50 note, thinking that you haven't got enough change for them. So you kind of go, oh, okay, have the fare for free. Because, you're relying on having the change. So I was always prepared for this. I'm going to give them the change in 10p's and 2p's and have it all prepared out. Just so, no, you're not getting me on that one. But it's interesting how times are changing. So what's been your largest tip, Jonas, do you think? Can you remember?
£20.
20 quid.
Yeah,
Nice.
same here.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And
But mine was, it was 15, but the fare was only 5.
wow.
It was in Loughborough, and I just picked him up from near the Sainsbury's to take him to Loughborough Station.
Yeah.
And he got some sort of meeting going on, and gave me 20, and I went to get his change. He said, oh no, it was like £5.10, something like that. And he goes, keep the change. I said, you give me 20, and he went, yeah, I know. And I said, did you want a receipt? I thought, oh, he's claiming it back. And he went, no, it's fine.
Brilliant.
Oh, bless him.
Yeah.
So you get some real nice people. Have you ever, any of you been propositioned at all?
No, shame in it. I'm still working on that one.
Have you?
No, unfortunately. I did tell a story about a dwarf in one of my cabs in one of the previous podcasts.
On your birthday,
but,
was it?
Yeah. Special occasion, but yeah. But so
How have you found vehicles change over the years?
they've got 4 wheels now.
Yeah. How have you found them on the changes of the hybrids and petrols?
Yeah, now I'm driving brand new.
Yes. Yeah.
It's good. Yeah.
Is it a hybrid?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And what did you drive when you first started?
A donkey.
Very old car, even
Yes.
can't remember.
Yes. Yeah.
Very old car.
It soon changed until
Yeah.
we were talking earlier about electric
Now it's
vehicles
much
and the
better,
hybrids. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. The vehicles are getting more complicated. I'm
Too much.
getting old now. There's so many buttons, and you're trying to change like the heating. It's on a tablet now.
Yeah,
It is all changing. But so going back to perceptions, and have you always felt safe, Jodie?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
Knowing that there's a panic button
Yes.
when you
yeah.
need it, which
On
I
your
accidentally
phone.
pressed.
Where does the panic button go to, though?
Well,
Yeah.
but let's put it this way, I know everyone knew when I pressed it. I pressed it by accident because it's a bell. So I was just like searching the app because it was when it first we had the app out. And I was like, oh, it's a notification button. Nope, it was a and I was like,
Sorry, how did it go?
So I had to message Chris for the PIN number to turn it off. So then when I went in the office, they were like, "Oh, you found the panic button then?" I was like, "Yeah,
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Have you ever had to press the panic button or
No,
felt the need to?
unfortunately.
No, unfortunately not.
I've really got it. You've got to do it."
You wait on.
I'm just forgetting now.
So no propositions, no panic.
No.
You,
I
Yourself?
never felt
you
unsafe.
feel like you've chosen the wrong job, don't
Yeah.
How about yourself, Yana? Have you had any sort of difficult situations that you felt uncomfortable with or not? I kill you.
Sometimes, yes, these times people don't want to pay.
Mm-hmm.
They're running.
What do you
Or
do?
just
Chop them up?
saying-
Put them in the boot?
No.
I kill you.
She gives them a pre-warning before she get in the car. You run, I kill
Just
you.
going to office, people don't want to pay, and that's it. What can I do?
Yes.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
there is 3 men in the car, what can I do with them?
It's hard, isn't it? Because we've all got to make a living, and
Yeah.
cost of fuel, everything's going up, And even if somebody doesn't pay you a £5 or a tenner, it's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
And in many ways, if I was to go to a shop and steal this glass of lovely Prosecco, 'cause
Which you
cost of
did.
living, which we did from the bar next door, then that's a criminal offence. But it just seems like if somebody runs away, what we call runners, and don't pay,
Yeah.
no one cares, do they?
No.
You know, it's
It's funny, I picked a guy, but I kind of made an assumption that he wasn't going to pay. And he,
you got a sixth sense.
well, I picked him up from not an
got
address,
a
but
swag
outside
bag
of
and-
a bus
Yeah.
stop. And then he said he didn't want dropping at his house, he wanted dropping down the road from his house. And it was from Blaby Way right over to near Loughborough. And I was like, it was about 18 quid.
Was he wearing handcuffs?
No, I took them off him before.
Okay.
But then he got out and he didn't pay. And I said, excuse me, if you've got something. And he goes, oh God, sorry. And he just put this 20 quid.
I suppose
don't
you-
think he had any intention of not paying.
He's
but I
probably
just-
thought he's used to it being on app
Yeah,
or something, you
yeah.
know, you forget, oh,
Yeah,
that
so
actually, this
no,
woman actually
never
needs
had
real...
anybody not pay.
Yeah, yeah.
It's early days for me.
Have you ever got lost when you know, because we rely on sat-nav an awful lot, and people assume you know you probably do after 9 years, but if you two are quite new to it, have you ever got lost and sort of had that, or not being able to find an address and you're panicking because, you know, it's not exactly being pinpointed on
A lot.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think I've lived in Leicester pretty much for all my life, and I still get lost.
You get lost.
A lot.
Uh,
I've had to ring dispatch loads of times because I've not been able to find an address.
Have you ever been lost with the customer input and not been bothered to tell the customer sort of thing? Oh, I hope
He's
he's not
don't see
listening.
right.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like, oh, I've just kind of missed my turn. We'll just go down the next exit. And it's like, oh, no, I need to turn around. So it's like,
Yeah.
but lucky for me, they don't really pay attention. So
Yeah, yeah. How about yourself?
No, well, coming here today because I didn't know where I was going.
Yeah. Well, you found us eventually.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yes.
So, yeah, even Wellingborough, do you get lost anymore? New estates going up when there's a new building and they haven't housed up or the roads aren't appearing on sat nav. Is that a ball ache?
Not exactly, but when I'm going, for example, job is to different city, then maybe sometimes yes.
Yeah. Does that make you
Because
know?
sometimes sat-nav not showing properly
Yes.
where I need to go.
Technology.
Have you ever broken down with a customer in the car? You know, had
No.
that? No.
No.
That's fortunate.
Have you had anyone famous in your cars, guys?
Yes.
Have you?
I picked up Steele, you know, the gladiator. But
No.
I didn't know who he was. But then he was on the phone to his dad in the back of the car and he goes, oh yeah, I'm just going up to Glasgow.
Is he the one that did pay you? Still.
Oh, very good.
See what I did
So,
there.
yeah.
Have you had anyone famous?
I've had some ex-pro famous people.
Like who?
Don't know if I'm allowed to say.
Yeah,
Go for it,
that's right,
please.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they're like famous for like most people would know. But I had a cyclist, an Olympic cyclist.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name now.
Because I mean, you work at Loughborough University, where there's a lot of Olympians training up there as well.
No, mine was from Leicester.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I had Flintoff in my cab. You know,
Before
Flint-
his accident.
Oh, this was years
No,
ago.
well, it was before it's before he was sober and he was absolutely drunk. And he'd been to the university. He'd got off with loads of girls there, and then I took him back and he was like, I want to go back to the East Midlands Hotel. Now, the East Midlands Hotel at the time in Loughborough was a women's refuge centre. He was adamant. I went, no, you mean the Holiday Inn at East Midlands Airport? No, I want East Midlands Hotel. I dropped a drunk Flintoff off, just dumped him outside a women's refuge hotel in the middle of Loughborough. So, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, back in the day.
Could have sold that story.
Yeah.
How much
So-
did you get for that?
So we're going to do now a game of true or false. It's really great to have women drivers on board because even now we've been promoting it, you're still a minority. And I certainly know if, you know, for my family, my young daughters and so on, I'd feel a lot happier for you to pick them up and you to pick them up. So that's great. But I think now I'm going to pick on two of you to tell me the game is true or false. You can tell me a silly story about a passenger, and I'm going to go with you, Giannis, and
True or
you
false.
and then we have to guess if it's
Oh
true or
my
false.
God.
So we just got a little bit of an intro to that, which is coming up now. And so now we're going to play true or false. So I'm going to pick on you, Jodie, first. You have to
Okay.
tell a story, then 3 of us will guess whether it's you're lying or not. So
Okay.
go on,
Go
pick
for
up
it.
the spidey head of truth. Oh, there you go.
Right.
So go and tell us a story.
So one time I had a gentleman who came into my car. He was one-legged.
What, he only had one leg?
He only had one leg.
What, left or right?
Right.
Right leg.
Was he armless?
No, he got his
No, he had both
Oh, he's
arms.
legless.
He was He'd had too much to drink.
Literally hopped in.
He hopped
Well,
in
where did he sit?
in the front.
In the front. Did
In
you
the
notice
front.
straight away he'd only got a leg?
Yeah, because he obviously had to try and get in the car a bit weird.
A bit weird. How would you do that?
Just the same.
Anyway, so
Anyway.
yeah, you driving a one-legged van,
Driving
and
one-legged
you're trying
van.
not to look, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Trying to drive, so we get to location, so he gets out and he leaves his shoe in the car.
Left his shoe in the car.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Did you hop after him? Yeah.
No, I ran after him.
Did you?
Did you?
Did he run away or hop? No. So,
He was wheeled away.
do you think that's true or false?
Well, I think that's true.
Really? It is. It is that way out that it quite possibly.
Well,
I'm
it could
gonna.
be. I'm going to say false. Personally,
Yeah. I don't think Jodie would make it. It's so far fetched that
I know.
it's got to be true.
Yeah, we've seen some things happen in
Yeah,
Texas.
Jodie, is that true? I think it's true. So 2 true, 1 for false.
False.
Oh,
Nicely done.
Oh,
Okay, so Yanis, a true or false? Have you got one?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, go for it.
I just love hearing your accent. I
kill you.
Yeah, kill you. Makes it so sexy and sinister at the same
I
time.
got a job.
Oh.
I'm arrived for job. There is woman outside with too many bags. Too many bags. Then I ask her, where you going? And she saying recycling center. And I said, sorry, you need to book a bigger cab because this is not going in my car. And she said, can we try? I said, if you want, we can try. She put everywhere these bags, but still she can put about 5 bags. I said, sorry, I told you, you need to book bigger cab.
I think that's true.
Yeah, true.
That's a true
It's,
recycling story.
What was she recycling? Do we know?
I don't know,
Just-
I'm not
just-
Dead
looking in
bodies.
this bag.
Shoes.
Shoes. Cosmetics.
Yeah.
She found her leg somewhere. I think that's true. Ash?
I think it's true.
True.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True? Is it?
Yeah.
It's
It's true.
story.
Yes,
What a
so
lovely
good.
accent.
Yes.
Yes, I'm going to think about that accent
Thank
later.
you.
We're in a dark room.
Pardon?
While stroking a white cat. So anyway, thank you very much, ladies, for
Yes.
coming from Wellingborough, Loughborough, and Leicester to join us here at the Penthouse Suite.
Thank you.
It has
for
been
having
an
us.
honour, honestly, to having. Great to see you enjoying your jobs, and remember, be safe out there. It's a jungle, but I think somehow between you can handle yourselves all for different.
And you
reasons.
enjoy it, that's the main thing. So
Yeah.
well done. Well
Yeah.
done indeed.
Thank you.
And to you guys, hope you stuck around to watch us till the end. Thank you so much for tuning
Yeah,
in.
thank you.
And catch us next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, kick that bell, whatever you have to do, and press there. And there's one
And
there.
if you like any of these ladies to pick you up from Leicester, Wellingborough,
yeah,
locally,
just
give
be
it-
mindful of this one here.
yes, yes. She likes it rough.
Yeah. Without a leg.
And that one would kill you.
And she'll recycle you.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we're all off now dogging. We'll catch you later.
Yeah, bye.